I do apologize for not streaming today. I kind of had a bad day earlier, but I'm fine now. So, I just feel like putting this out now. This is going to be the final development diary, most likely, for Wii Sports on Steroids. Before 0.25 releases. After 0.25 releases, like, the development diaries will probably return. And yeah. But like, I am going to be covering, like, the mod pack and all before release as well. Like about 1 week before release, there will probably be like a mini trailer. It'll probably be about a minute long saying, "Hey, be sure to download Wii Sports on Steroids. This launches in a week from now." Now, overall, like, by the way, I gotta fix that soundtrack right there because it doesn't loop. This one here does loop. This soundtrack right here is actually from Plants vs. Zombies. So, a couple of things that I want you to know before release. Like, this right here is something that and by the way, I'm not actually finished, but I want to have this finished 2 weeks before February 22nd. I want to have a lot of this finished by then. And I think that I can do that. Well, I want to have it released 2 weeks before February 22nd. Like, I want to make sure that everything is edited right. I gotta edit, like, a bunch of the CPU Mii names and all. Like, I gotta make sure to do that. Also gotta make sure that the sounds are at a good volume, because, I mean, I don't really care, honestly, about if the sounds are quiet or not. But yeah. By the way, like, when this does release, tennis is probably not gonna really look too different. At least the court will not look very different, but some of the scenery will, because, like, there's issues with, like, layering and all with the textures. Wow, that was a weird shot. 30 love. Weird how that didn't go out. 69. Yeah, 69, nice. Match point. Also, like, if you get advantage, it's 420. I wanted to replace the tennis hit sounds with dough, but I couldn't find those sounds. Alright. It's kind of hard to hear, but Josh Millman there says, "I am the best announcer." Also, all those trees back there are going to be replaced. I gotta think of something to replace them with. That's the thing. But yeah, tennis, we're like pretty close to what it's gonna look like when it's finished, but yeah. Alright, baseball, we're probably about finished with now. Yeah, baseball is probably about finished. At least I think it is. Yeah, like, the map and all, the textures, that's pretty much finished. I mean, there are still some things that I want to fix and all before release. Like, you still see, like, a lot of textures and all in here. But yeah, the field is probably not going to be replaced here. I may even replace this field, like, for 0.5. But I'm thinking I may save that for 75. 0.75. Ball. I just haven't decided on everything yet. Also, this is something I have not shown yet, but if you pause the game, we got hold up right there. in there. We got hold up in there. Also, when you get out, all the sounds have now been replaced to no, I don't want that. So, that's a big advancement that we made. I made, at least. But there's many differences you can see here, like, it's red. Like, the field is mostly covered in red now, or the stands are mostly in red. There's a little bit of green at the top, at, like, the roof and all. I used a lot of paint.net here. I think I'm done with that for now. We'll come back to that later. Alright, bowling, pretty close to completion, but not quite there yet. In fact, I gotta finish SpinController by the 22nd, by February 22nd. But yeah, you can see a lot of differences here that make this stand out. Oh yeah, Dynaco sponsors this now. There are, like, also you got different colored bowling balls. Also, Dumb Starbucks has the ball placements. Like, you can notice all the different colors for bowling balls. By the way, the pins looking like that were a complete accident. I'm just gonna put it that way. The pins looking like that were actually by accident, but because they fit in so well with this modded bowling stage, it just fits in that well. So I'm actually keeping the bowling pins like that because they were made like that by complete accident. But you know what? I gotta keep them in there because it just looks good. Also, there are some random messages when you get consecutive strikes. There are also, like, some background objects that I want to change and all. Like, I do want to change some stuff in the back. Like, you can see, like, vending machines and all. Chairs. I want to replace some more things in here. Or just change the textures of them. But, yeah. That's mostly just what I want to do in the back. We're mostly finished with that. Alright, now I'm gonna show off golf. And golf, we got some changes here. Like, no, like, very significant ones, but I'll just show them. Now, for the beginner stage, Hole 2 has actually been reversed to the original stage. Just pointing that out. It's been reversed to what it originally was. Intermediate still has a test course as the starter. Expert, however, has changed a bit. The course that replaced Hole 2 originally is now replacing Hole 8. Oh, there's also, we also got Tiger Woods on the tees. There were many other There were also many texture changes that I didn't get to show off yet. I should point that out too. I'm actually playing sitting down, which is why I'm not doing that good.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah, I gotta change all the nice shot sounds to hey. I gotta remember to do that. But yeah, the problem with Hole 8 is just lighting and all. Like, lighting is really messed up. I'm not gonna change that, because it just kind of looks cool for this, but for 0.5, it will be changed. Oh yeah, and you still got the flag of Kazakhstan right here. Because... greatest country in the world. As Borat would say. +5. Alright, so yeah. Now this right here will be the replaced, well, there's actually no, animation and all here. I forgot to change that. Oh yeah, if you remember, like, there are names and all here. But yeah, you can see lighting is messed up, but it still looks kind of cool. You gotta at least admit it is, but it also is kind of broken. Wow. Nearly chipped that in. But yeah, I'm playing sitting down, which I have not done in a while for golf. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna skip hole 9 just because I feel like it. Oh, wait. I don't know if you can... Might be kind of hard to hear. But in the background there is Alfred Molina in... probably was hard to hear, but right there in the back was Alfred Molina singing If I Were a Rich Man in costume as Doc Ock. Probably was hard to hear, so... I do apologize if it was hard to hear. Which is... But yeah, I'll have to... Never mind. I may bring that back in a resort mod pack. In a Wii Sports Resort mod pack, just so that you can hear that and all. Just so you can hear the full thing. Because I'm pretty sure you'd be able to hear the whole thing in there. Boxing, there's really, like, no changes, really. Yeah, boxing, there's, like, no changes.
Round 1.
Except for maybe some things you may... Except for some things, but I gotta change around some things here. Like, there are some things that I do gotta change. Also, because there's no timeout sound, I'm probably gonna change that to hold up. Alright, training. Alright, for training, there are changes. There are changes to tennis, and some pretty funny one. There's some pretty funny changes here. I'll tell you that. They're pretty funny. So yeah, you got a different environment here. In the pack, you probably noticed Pillsbury Doughboy trees right there. I replaced, like, most of the trees here, except for, like, a few up front with the Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh yeah, Dough I missed right there. Wario is right. Alright. Alright, we'll go on to we'll go on to timing your swing. Just so that, we'll go on to timing your swing just so that... Just so you can see more texture changes. Like, you see here, I changed the bar a little bit. But yeah, there's not really many changes. However, for target practice, there are definitely changes, for sure. There are definitely changes in here. And what you're about to see is what they are. We got colors for the target, and we also got a new soundtrack in here. This is actually also... Oops. Well, because I kind of because I gotta keep this a bit... You know what, I'll do it again. But yeah, that soundtrack does, like, Mole Stomper from Outdoor Challenge, if you couldn't tell. Also, the target here is supposed to be an obvious joke about the retailer store Target. Which is why it's colored red now, instead of blue. But yeah, the tennis court here, there's not really any issues with layering. which is why I was able to change the court in here. I just gotta hope that this actually loops and all. If it doesn't, then well, crap. But yeah, it really fits in, I think. I've never done this good at this. Seriously, I've never been this good at this one. Oop. And it went through.
You beat the high score.
Okay, I beat a high score. Fantastic. Alright. Baseball, I've essentially covered everything. Bowling, everything's about the same, although I do really have to change the power throws map up and all, because I have not worked on that at all yet. SpinController is about halfway done. I have not yet finished the last, like, 10 stages in that. I gotta finish that. But yeah,
we have the Miis.
You'll essentially just see what's going on and all here. I mean, thing is that a lot of these are too hard for me to convert because I'm just not good at this game. Oh, wow. That's one way to convert. Yeah, I'm still sitting down right now for this. Oops. And also, there will be a launch day celebration stream for this on the 22nd. Alright. And by the way, this is that right there was intentionally meant to be hard, just pointing that out. Alright. Finally, after waiting a while, you will finally be able to see the target practice stage. Which is different, and shorter, actually. You'll finally be able to see it here. This is, another test stage in the files called Survey. The other test course is called Angle. Also, there are new pins here. By and large. Okay, that went off. Although, originally I was planning to have the Tiger Woods mugshot on there instead. Yeah, by and large, the company from Wall-E, in case you didn't know what that was. Alright. And then, and also, like, you'll see, hitting the green actually loads. However, putting does not load. So, unfortunately, I may have to put, like, a warning here saying, don't play this, like, here and here. Although I gotta test that as well before launch to see if it actually still does crash or not. But, you know what, we'll see. Alright, there are also some changes to the boxing, arena here. Excuse me, the boxing gym, the training gym here, run by James Clark. There are some texture changes here, you'll see them. Like, you got, here's Johnny in the back. Also, we got Mr. Krabs as the trees. And yet, I gotta work on a lot of the soundtracks and all here. That's what I gotta do as well. mean, I'm not really trying that hard right here. Like, you can kind of tell I'm not really trying. And there are more changes that I gotta make here as well. To at least make this stand out. And yeah, I'm not really trying right now, because there's like nothing really that changed. Like, with the gameplay at least. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of possibly the final development diary. There might be some things that I forgot to mention. If I did, I do apologize. But, you know, we'll just go from here. So I'm gonna end this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, share my channel, and if you want, you can become a member for my channel for as little as $1 a month. Signing off, see you guys in the next live stream or video, and have a good night.